no cilantro. Hey, welcome back to The Average Kitchen. Today, we are going to review the Ninja Master Prep. Really, really excited about this review. 60 bucks, that's it, 60 bucks Canadian for this product that appears to be able to do a lot of different things. So I'm really excited about trying it out. I'm gonna just go through what they say are some of their highlights. Powerful interchangeable master pod, which would be this. Easily switches from the Master Prep pitcher to the Master Prep bowl. So this is the Master Prep pitcher. This is the Master Prep bowl, and you could easily just go from one to the other with one power unit. The Master Prep bowl is 2 cups. The Master Prep pitcher is 1.5 liters. Also comes with storage lids for both so that you could just store whatever you have inside of these. So let's get started and let's start running through some of these tests that we're gonna do and see what this can do. So we're gonna start out, we're gonna pop our lid off. I've got a small onion here, cut in half. So I'm gonna throw that in and get that chopped up. Very quick work, let's have a look. Okay, so to avoid having to do a bunch of dishes and stuff, let's just jump in. And now this is the recipe, and I'll share this with you. This is the recipe that actually, I don't know if you can see that, came with the product. And we're gonna try 2 of them. We're gonna make a smoothie, and we're going to make this salsa. I'm wondering, I don't know if it specifically said, no, it shows it in the small jar, because that's gonna be, we may have to do these in a couple phases, because that's gonna be taking up a lot of room here. So let's start to break this down. We'll do 1 tomato at a time. So Roma tomatoes are fantastic tomatoes for salsa. They're really kind of hearty. Generally, whenever you see salsas being made, very often they're Roma tomatoes. This recipe calls for cilantro, and my good buddy here, Jamie, did a little grocery run this morning in preparation for our shoot day today, and goes to the grocery store, no cilantro. So this will be without cilantro, unfortunately, but sometimes in the average kitchen, you just gotta go with the flow. Jamie said made a great point, very quiet. I've got a jalapeno. I think I'm gonna try to de-seed somewhat, because I find, I don't know about you guys at home, but I find here, depending on the season and depending on where I buy fresh jalapenos, they're either pretty mild, almost like a green pepper, or they're like inferno hot. I think on one of the videos we did, yeah, we did. I think it was a chili that I was making. I smoked some jalapenos on the Traeger smoker, and before I put the jalapeno in, I thought, maybe I should just try this. And it was by far the hottest thing I've ever eaten in my life. Made for some really funny footage on our episode. Jamie had a really good laugh at that. That's hot. It's the hottest pepper I've ever had in my life. Maybe the hottest, yeah, it's the hottest thing I've ever eaten in my life. I'm not even joking, like that is the hottest thing I've ever eaten in my life. I'm scared to touch it. It also calls for some fresh lime, which we're gonna add right now. So you probably saw me rolling that out. Little trick with either limes or lemons. Roll them out, gets the juices flowing, makes it way easier to squeeze here. So it also talks about a pinch of oregano. So I've got some dried oregano here. To me, that looks like a pinch. And a pinch of cumin. Then we're gonna add some salt and pepper, give it a blend. So it's not as red as it normally would be, but let's give it a try. Hopefully this isn't one of those inferno jalapenos. Really, really good, super, super fresh. So good. Jamie, try it, please. It's not hot, Jamie. I know Jamie is not a hot guy. He is a loud chewer, though. But they are nacho chips. Thoughts?
Yeah, very fresh. Very good. Chopper pulverized it.
Absolutely. Definitely would have been better with the cilantro, but hey, sometimes things happen. We just want to dump in half a cup of just normal plain peanuts. I believe they're salted, but nevertheless, I don't think that's really relevant. I do have trouble sometimes finding the, there we go, sweet spot there. So we got half a cup of peanuts, and we're gonna maybe, what, a second or two. So just a couple pulses,
Do you recommend the pulse method like that?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea as well. Just so you can see it better, let's have a look here. So I would say very evenly chopped. Fantastic, maybe for homemade peanut butter cookies. I kind of give them a little bit of crunch. So I'm gonna push that aside. I'm gonna jump right into another demo. So we're gonna use the big jug, or the big jar, pitcher, sorry, thank you, Jamie. We got roughly 2 cups here of frozen strawberries, half a cup of strawberry yogurt. Now, one thing I just noticed that already is gonna cause me some issues, totally my fault, is I spilled some of the yogurt on top of the shaft here, which ultimately goes inside of this, which ultimately is gonna become a pain to clean. So before I put that on, I'm gonna clean that. We're gonna give a little squeeze of our old friendly bear here, a little squeeze of honey. I'm excited to see how this works because Jamie and I have done some demos and some videos on some high-end blenders, kind of struggled a little bit in the smoothie making. We're by no means smoothie experts, but let's see how this goes. So our milk in, the ratio seems to be good. We're gonna get that lid on ASAP. So we're gonna stick with it here, maybe give it a couple pulses. I think I might give it a little hand, and in fairness, those are big whole strawberries. Let's see if that helped at all. I hope our smoothie streak doesn't continue here where we struggle with these. So it's working through it. Well, we may have just made a big move there. What do you think? It looks pretty smooth, eh? That took a little bit of time, but I must say, a big difference between this and like the Vitamix and the Blendtec that we both reviewed on those products. Jamie and we would put a link somewhere. Very quiet, like very quiet. The Blendtec and the Vitamix are very loud. Trying to see if I can feel any chunks there, but
it's a thick smoothie, but
that's a thick smoothie. More like a, that'd be more like a milkshake. So I can feel there are still some frozen strawberries there, but I'm gonna give this to Jamie to try because I'm lactose. So I can't do the milk. Verdict?
Freezing cold.
Brain freeze instantly.
It's very smooth, but it'd be hard to drink. It's a bit thick.
Okay, so let's just for fun here, let me grab a bowl. It's gonna create a little bit of more dishes here, but hey, that's how sometimes you gotta do your reviews. And let's spoon this out and see if there was any residual strawberries. Smooth so far. So this has more like a sherbet consistency. I can feel one. It's the only one I feel though. As we've asked for assistance from our viewers before, if there is the ultimate smoothie secret that we are not aware of, please let us know because again, this is more like a milkshake or a sherbet. It's not really a smoothie. Price point $60, very, very reasonable for the amount of equipment that you get here. I have to say, we are not affiliated to Ninja. We buy these products with our own money and then we do independent reviews. In this case here, like I said, $60 Canadian, 2 reservoirs or 2 containers. Really, really handy just to have this small one. As previously mentioned, you know, you could just pop that off, grab one of the lids, boom, that just goes right in the fridge like that. Pretty handy. Also nice that they have these sort of rubber feet that actually are removable for cleaning, but they really help from it moving or sliding around. Couple down points for me. We just finished cleaning up after doing all of our demos. I tried for about 10 minutes with a towel. I don't know, can you see that? There's a ton of water in all of these different crevices. So that's frustrating, as well as you could see water inside of the handle here. I don't know how it gets in there. I think there must be a little hole somewhere, but I definitely don't know how to get it out. We'll have to see over time if that causes or creates any issues. So those are the kind of only the 2 cons that I could say about this product is just and it's obviously unavoidable. It's designed a certain way for a certain specific purpose, but it just makes for a bit of a pain to hand dry. That being said, everything with the exception of the, what do they call this? The Power Boost Pack?
Power Pod, I think. Power
Pod. Everything that you see is dishwasher safe. I think Jamie said they specify in the book some things are top rack, some things are bottom rack. I'm not sure, so you're definitely gonna wanna look into that. I don't know if I mentioned, and we couldn't demo it on our smoothie because it was too thick, but it definitely, the other thing that's kind of cool is it has this little pour spout. So that's another kind of cool little feature. to be able to just pour that pitcher. Let's say you're making, I don't know, frozen margaritas on a hot day in this, which I think it could probably easily do. And you just want to pour yourself a glass or a friend a glass. It's got that nice pour spout to not make a mess. So that's our video. Hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. We'll see you on the next one.